Hello boys and girls, nice to see you again. Well, today I'm going to read an alphabet book. Not just an ordinary alphabet book, but the boat alphabet book. It's written by Jerry Pallotta and the pictures are by David Bierdrzycki. And you can see some of the boats on the front cover. Let's make my picture a little smaller, then we can see all the wonderful illustrations. Did you ever wonder why the first boat was built? Was it to cross a lake, to travel down a river, to explore, or just to have fun? And what did the first boat look like? Maybe it was a log or a carved out tree. Whatever it was, those first sailors probably never imagined an aircraft carrier. A is for aircraft carrier. This military ship is a floating airport. An aircraft carrier can carry more than 100 aircraft, fighter jets, planes and helicopters. It is also a floating city. About 6,000 people work and live on the largest aircraft carriers. On board you'll find a church, a movie theatre, library, hospital, dental office, post office, even a barber shop. Each day the barbers give over 250 haircuts. The cooks bake 800 loaves of bread. The crew drinks 13,000 cans of soda. And the kitchen staff sometimes serve up to 10,000 hamburgers. There are almost 2,000 telephones on board and 30,000 lights. What would you do if the captain said, "It's your turn to shut off all the lights"? Well, that would take a long time. B is for barkentine. There are many different kinds of tall ships. Some of these are brigs, barks, brigantines, frigates, schooners and clippers. This tall ship is a barkentine. It has square sails on its foremast, and stay sails on its mainmast, mizzenmast and jiggermast. Well, it certainly has a lot of sails. C is for canoe. The canoe is probably the most popular. Canoes are light and easy to launch. They are perfect for boating on lakes and small rivers. Just paddle out and the canoe will bring you closer to nature. D is for dory. Dories are flat-bottomed wooden workboats. Many years ago, they were used for a type of commercial fishing called longlining. Today, dories are used for clamming, lobstering, harvesting seaweed, and going for a nice, relaxing row. E is for electric boat. Some people call a nuclear-powered submarine an electric boat. Is it really a boat? Yes and no. A submarine can float on the surface like a boat, but it can also travel underwater. Electric boats can circumnavigate the Earth without ever surfacing. Well, isn't that interesting? F is for ferry. A ferry is a boat that carries passengers or cars from one dock to another. Older ferries have steel hulls. Newer aluminium ferries are faster and give smoother rides. The hull is the outer shell of the boat. The bow is the front of the boat. The stern is the rear. And you can see there are people on top of the boat looking at the birds. G is for gondola. Gondolas are water taxis. the city of Venice. Italy is famous for gondola travel because its roads are canals. Sometimes the gondoliers sing to their passengers. Watch out, things could get romantic. H is for hydrofoil. When docked, it looks like any other boat. When travelling at high speeds, the hydrofoil lifts up and skims the surface like a water skier. With less friction from the water, the boat can zoom along faster. I is for icebreaker. When winter comes and the waterways freeze, most boats and ships cannot get through. The icebreaker can. This vessel with its extra thick hull can smash through the ice and make a passageway for itself and other boats that might follow. Looks very cold. J is for junk. This Chinese ship with the high poop deck is called a junk. Even when it's brand new, it is still called a junk. Legend has it that some people were born on junks and spend their entire lives on board without ever setting foot on land. K is for kayak. The earliest kayaks were made from walrus or seal skin that was stretched over a bone or wooden frame. Today, kayaks are popular both for pleasure and for sport and are made of synthetic skins such as rubber, plastic, and fiberglass. L is for light ship. This ship is a floating, movable lighthouse. Light ships can be anchored in locations where it might not be possible to build a lighthouse. Light ships and lighthouses warn sailors of dangerous waters, so they can navigate around them. M. On this page, slow down and be careful. There are mines in the water. Can you see them? M is for minesweeper. Mines are floating bombs. A minesweeper is used to remove or destroy them. Many mines are detonated by the magnetism of steel. Minesweepers are made of wood. They don't even have steel nails. N is for now. In the journals that Christopher Columbus kept during his first voyage to North America, he referred to his ship, the Santa Maria, as a now. What was a now? Was it a specific type of sailing ship used for trade? Or was now simply an old Spanish word meaning ship? No one knows for sure. O is for ocean liner. It's party time. Ocean liners are floating resort hotels made specially for people on vacation. These ships cruise all over the world. During a 14-day trip, an ocean liner might anchor at many different islands and cities. If you like ships, music, dancing and eating, then an ocean liner is for you. Well, that looks very nice for a holiday. P is for pedal boat. If you can pedal a bicycle, you can get this boat moving. The harder you pedal, the faster it goes. This boat is human-powered. If you want to call it a pontoon boat or a paddle boat, that's okay too. That looks fun. Q is for kufa. This is a basket boat. Kufas are usually found on the Tigris and Euphrates rivers. Some are so large that 20 people can fit inside one without sinking. Kufa can also be spelled goofa, 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 or kufa. Can you see the sheep? R. R is for reed boat. Reeds are a type of fat, hollow grass. After years of watching reeds float by, someone probably had the brilliant idea of tying hundreds of them together to make a boat. The idea worked. A reed boat could have been the first boat ever built. S is for steamboat. Some of the first boat engines were steam-powered. A steamboat engine works like this. Hot coals boil water. The water becomes steam. The steam expands and the pressure drives pistons up and down. The moving pistons turn a giant paddle wheel and the boat is propelled through the water. Today, steamboats are outdated, but are sometimes used as tourist attractions and casinos. T is for tanker. Tankers are ships that carry liquids. Most tankers carry oil products such as crude oil, diesel fuel, home heating oil, kerosene, grease and gasoline. Let's hope this ship is double-hulled so that if it runs aground, nothing will spill out. What else could a tanker be carrying? Maybe chocolate milk? I don't think so. U. Remember the K page? A kayak is a closed boat that fits snugly around a person's waist. Traditionally, it was a one-man hunting boat. Here is a traditional woman's boat. U is for umiak or umiak. The umiak is an open boat that is designed for more than one person. It can hold a mother, her children, dogs and supplies. Umiak is pronounced umiak. That's interesting. V. Whoa, that looks like a rough sea. V is for Viking ship. It's easy to admire the wooden ships that were built by the adventurous Scandinavian pirates, the Vikings. These fast, seaworthy ships were strong enough to cross oceans, yet light enough to sail up shallow rivers. The cleverly designed Viking ships were built with simple iron tools. A Viking shipbuilder would use an auger, a chisel, an adze, a hammer, lots of nails, and most importantly, an axe. W is for windjammer. Windjammer is a term for any large sailing vessel, like this schooner. Windjammer is also an old slang word for people who prefer boats with sails over boats with engines. Let's go windjamming. Well, it looks like it's going very fast. Isn't that wonderful? X. X is for Quebec or Chebec. A chebec is a three-masted ship that is rigged with lateen sails. It is very similar to another boat, a dhow. This chebec has 3 sails, but one of them must have been ripped by rough, stormy weather. Y. Y is for yacht. When you become rich and famous, you can own a luxurious yacht. Then you can go anywhere you want. Let's sail to Aruba, Bimini, Cuba, Dominica, Easter Island, Fiji, Grenada, Haiti, Islas Mujeres, Jamaica, Kodiak, Long Island, Montserrat, Nantucket, Oahu, Pitcairn Island, Geshem, Rat Island, Seychelles, Tahiti, Ulithi, Virgin Gorda, Weddell Island, Zizong, Yap and Zanzibar. That's quite a list. Z is for Zodiac. A Zodiac is an inflatable boat. The company that built Zeppelins decided to use the same technology to build boats. At first glance, a Zodiac looks like a giant toy you would find in a swimming pool. However, Zodiacs are quite seaworthy, and zillions of Zodiacs are now used all over the world. Here is a bellbuoy, a navigational aid. Usually a bellbuoy marks the entrance to a harbour, but right now this bellbuoy marks the end of the book. There's the back cover with some of the boats we might have seen. There's the back and front cover. And there's the front cover, the boat alphabet book. Well, that was very interesting. I hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you again soon. Goodbye.